Hello, welcome back to another video from me, Danielle. I am currently 23 weeks pregnant. Let me show you the belly. Here we are. I ran this morning 4 miles. It's been a while since I have. The belly is out. I think I need to get the belly band out because I can feel some pain down here, which does happen as you run in pregnancy. I wasn't expecting it to happen as soon, but then I was looking back at Instagram stories from previous pregnancies, and this is always the time that I need a belly band. So guess we're just right on the rhythm of normal things and how things are going. I actually feel though in this pregnancy, I have looked less pregnant than the last two. I look more like my first pregnancy. Maybe it's because I did start at a little bit lower weight, a little bit more fit, but I'll take it. I'll take it because if I look a little less pregnant now, maybe it'll help my recovery be a little quicker at the end, right? So today I did want to talk about a topic that I am very passionate about, and it is one that, I hope you guys are interested in as well. If you're following this channel, you probably like health, you probably like fitness a little bit. Probably as a mom. So I think you might be enjoying the topic of running during pregnancy. I have done it with 3 pregnancies, now going on this 4th pregnancy. Ran all the way through until the day that I delivered. So I would say at this point, I'm not gonna say I'm an expert, but I'm pretty damn good at it. So I wanted to give some tips on how to make running in pregnancy not as daunting of a task, not as terrible, not as dreadful, because it can be a little dreadful, and the thought of it can be a little dreadful. It can be a little dreadful. I did want to showcase my sweatshirt today. It's from Very Good Mothers Club. Speaking of mothers, supporting mothers, I love Jess Hover. She's actually here on YouTube. I have so much clothes from her, not only for myself, but then also for my husband. In fact, for at least 3 years, all my husband wore was her dad shirts. They are amazing. So check out Very Good Mothers Club, and she has a whole community for mothers supporting mothers. Lots of good classes. If you're struggling at all in motherhood, go and check her out. She's just an amazing human. I've never met her in person, but I need to because I feel like I know her that well. So check out Very Good Mothers Club. You're not going to want to miss that. So anyway, getting back to the point of this video, let's go back. Pregnancy number 1. When you are freshly pregnant and you are thinking about running, and you are a person who has ran your whole life. I literally had been running over a decade by the time that I found out I was pregnant with my first son, James. That was 2019, and I was working full time at a job where it was 40 hours a week, and then I had a side hustle that was another 10 hours a week. I still ran throughout that whole pregnancy, but it was damn hard. I will tell you that. It was not easy. I was running at 5:30 in the morning. I was doing lots of hill workouts because the hills are all around my neighborhood, so I'd be running up and down our hills because it was early in the morning. I didn't stray too far from where I lived, just in case. I would do all these hill workouts, and that was difficult, but I did actually keep a very good base fitness level because I just kept doing it. So tip number 1 is just do it. As long as your doctor does not say, hey, don't exercise because you're at a high risk for XYZ, because that does happen. I know that people are bedridden in pregnancy. There's different issues, complications. If you're told to not exercise because of that, don't do it. It's 9 months of your life, and after that 9 months, you can go back to things as normal. Your baby is number 1, but remember, you are a part of that baby growth, that baby extension. You are the one who is feeding, supplying, nurturing, growing that baby inside of you. So if you want to exercise and that's what makes you feel good, definitely exercise. And unless a doctor says no, then listen to your doctors. They know best. Trust me, they know best. So anyway, if you are all cleared, low risk pregnancy, work out, continue to run. There is no reason why you can't. I don't care what your neighbor next door says. I don't care how many people comment online about how you shouldn't be running. Run. If you're doing it safely and you're making sure that you're listening to your body and not pushing yourself too hard, you will be fine. Look at all the women who do it, myself included, and we have very healthy, big, huge babies when they're born. All my boys were over 8 pounds when they were born, so it didn't affect them at all, and they all were very healthy from the moment they were born. So I am continuing on that, and I'm gonna definitely continue running this whole pregnancy. So number 1 is just do it. Don't overthink it. And even if you're going a lot slower, if you're not running as many miles, it doesn't matter. Just keep something up because you're going to feel so much better. That goes on to number 2. Why do I run in pregnancy? I need it. If I don't run, I just go crazy. I'm sitting here and I'm like, oh my gosh, I feel terrible. I can't eat anything because my digestion's not working correctly, especially at this point, 21 weeks along. Digestion is hard. And when I run, I know I digest food better. I can use the bathroom if I run, and I have ulcerative colitis. So I also have other digestive issues going on in my body besides just pregnancy. If I run, that really helps push things along, make me feel normal, and it just makes me feel like my day is going to be a lot better. Definitely, if you are a person who needs a little energy boost, go on a run. just go on a run. I don't even care in that first trimester when you are feeling like you just want to lay in bed all day, because that does happen on some days. Get up, run, and I guarantee you, your morning's going to go better. Now, by the afternoon, you might still be tired, you might still be sick, because that happened to me every pregnancy. But I would say, for the most part, if you are running in the morning, it will give you a little boost of energy in the morning, get some endorphins going, get your hormones to stop being as mad at you, and trust me, you'll feel a little bit better in the morning, especially if you're someone who is very used to running. Your body is craving that. They want to do your normal exercise, your normal routine. Get out there. Do not break it just because you found out you're pregnant. You're growing a baby in your body. Women have grown babies in their bodies since the beginning of time. It's just the way that it is. And trust me, they didn't stop farming. They didn't stop working. They didn't stop having to, do things around the house, build homes, whatever it is. Think about the women of the pioneer ages. They had to do a lot more than us, and they were pregnant doing it all. I would say we put wussy standards on women who are pregnant, and we don't really allow them to live their full lives because of either societal standards, and we're afraid to look a certain way or think, oh, people are going to think I'm hurting the baby if I do X, Y, Z. Trust me, physical activity is only good for you while pregnant. Number 3, if you work out during pregnancy, I guarantee you, I would say 99% of people who work out during pregnancy have a easier postpartum. Every one of my postpartum journeys has been very smooth. I have not gotten postpartum depression. Maybe a little bit of baby blues the first few days when your hormones are really going crazy. Most of the time it's when I'm in the hospital too, so I'm stuck there. But by the time I get home and I'm starting to go on walks again, I'm around my family, I'm in my own environment, I feel fine. And really by the time I'm about 6 weeks postpartum, yes, I haven't lost all the baby weight, but I feel more normal, basically picking up the exercise regimen right after I get to the hospital. Now, I'm not running as many miles, I'm not running as fast, but I am doing run walks basically the moment I get home, and I feel normal enough to do some sort of exercise. So with my first pregnancy, that was about 2 weeks postpartum, I started doing run walks. I walked the moment I got home. With my second baby, it was like a week and I started running again. Same with my third, and with this one, I'm hoping it's a week. Now, like I said, it's not like I'm going back into running super fast because you still have a lot of things that aren't in order down there. But for myself and keeping my base fitness level where it's at, I actually think that getting some sort of exercise, whether it's just long walks, little jog walks, I actually think it'll help you postpartum and it'll help your mood, because for me, that is the biggest thing with exercise. I need to do something for my mood, because I would probably get postpartum depression and be a little more sad if I wasn't moving my body. If I can't move my body, I'm gonna feel terrible. And I don't care if it's during pregnancy or after, you got to move. So don't stop running during pregnancy, or you're gonna actually set yourself up for a worse position than what you do if you would run. Tip number 4, because I'm going to get into some of the difficulties that you go through when you're pregnant that you don't go through when you're not pregnant, such as the pains and aches and different injuries that do happen when you're pregnant because of 2 things. You got a big ass belly on your front here, and that belly is going to be bouncing around. You're going to be having some round ligament pain. You might have some pelvic pressure as the baby gets bigger. Invest in a belly belt. This is the one that I use. It's from Amazon. I've used it for the last 2 pregnancies. The one before that was like one I don't like as much. It was like a Velcro wrap around. You can get those ones if you want. Not my favorite. This one, easiest way to go. I would check that out. That's the one I would get if I were you. And you wear that once your belly starts to have that round ligament tension. Today, my run, I had that tension. Tomorrow when I run, I'm going to put that belly belt on, see how it feels. If it's making me feel better, I'm going to continue to run with it the rest of pregnancy, because it gives a little extra support. The baby kind of stays in place, and it makes you feel better when you're running. Now, as it gets a little colder and you got leggings on, right now it's hot out, so I'm wearing shorts, not as much compression. Sometimes leggings will kind of be that belly support for you too, so it just depends on the time of season you're pregnant. But I would definitely have something over your belly. Keep it all in, keep yourself sucked in while you're running. You will feel so much better. You won't have as many aches and pains. Now, relaxin is the second thing that really does affect you in pregnancy. And as much as I hate to say it, it really has gotten worse with every pregnancy for me. So relaxin is this hormone that gets released into our body, and it makes our muscles, our ligaments, our joints just loose, and you are more prone to injury because of that. So that's why intensity of exercise typically goes down earlier than you might think in pregnancy. So even before your belly starts to show, especially when you are freshly pregnant with your first baby, you are already gonna probably feel some aches and pains and you're like, man, I don't even have like a belly yet. Why am I feeling this way? It's because of that relaxin. My knees, immediately I start to feel it. Like within 8-9 weeks of pregnancy, I start to feel some pain there. Shin splints, I don't get shin splints unless I'm pregnant. I was training for a race earlier this summer and I was starting to get shin splints as I increased my mileage. And I was like, that's weird. I'm not even, you know, halfway through pregnancy. I'm surprised I already have shin splints going on. Usually that's when more weight's added and intensity goes up with training. No, it was weird, but it was definitely the relaxin that was a part of that and causing that issue for me. Thankfully, they didn't get too extreme and they went away. It was not fun as I was going through that. Shin splints are the worst, but that's relaxin. It does create little weird issues. My back will hurt at weird times, even if there's not much weight up front. So just be careful of that when you're running because your ankles will be looser. You're more prone to sprained ankles, knee injuries, and even back problems. So that's why things like the belly band support are good because they keep you all up straight, keep your body a little bit more in, and just slow down, you know, slow down as you need to. That's really tip number 5 here is listen to your body. If you're listening to your body, you should be able to run until the last day until you give birth to this baby. Yeah, those last few weeks, you're probably going to be running like a mile, maybe 2 miles, but you're still getting out there, you're getting your endorphins going, you're still continuing with your fitness level, and you are still making it happen. And that's the important thing. Pretty sure with my last baby, I was able to run 3 miles all the way up until the last day. That was good, because with most of the kids, it was 1 to 2 miles. Tip number 6 is wear the right clothes, wear the right shoes. So make sure that all of your sport bras fit correctly. Make sure that your shoes are correctly in place. Make sure that everything is comfortable, supportive, and exactly how you want it, because that all goes along with all those injuries you can get when you're pregnant. If you don't have the right shoes, you are definitely going to get injured. If you don't have the right bra, you're going to feel uncomfortable because you're going to be bouncing all over the place, especially as your boobs go up and down in size in pregnancy. And you also want the right leggings so that things aren't rolling off your belly, or the right shorts so things aren't rolling off your belly. And you will probably want a nice, impressive top to keep the baby in as well, because for me, it's just as long as I feel supported, I definitely feel better when running while pregnant. So yeah, guys, that is my top 6 tips for how to run while pregnant and actually feel comfortable. If you want me to go a little bit more in depth, even trimester by trimester, leave a comment down below, because I could get you some tips for sure for all the different trimesters here, because I've been through it. I have been through it all, from running without a stroller to running with strollers. So yeah, just let me know if you want any more tips down below. Thanks for listening to my video. If you like this channel, please subscribe, press that bell for alerts, like this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.